Canada has its share of ghost towns and legends, but this story is no legend. It is true, a story of violence, hatred, and mob justice, one of the bloodiest nights in Canadian history. This is the story of the Black Donnellys. The Donnelly family emigrated from Ireland to Lucan, Ontario in the 1840s. James and Johanna Donnelly had 7 sons and 1 daughter. They were tough, stubborn, and fiercely protective of their land. But they made enemies, fights with neighbours, brawls in taverns, lawsuits. They were blamed for everything: arson, theft, even murder, whether guilty or not. It didn't matter. They were blamed, and soon the Donnellys became the family everyone loved to hate. By the 1870s, the town was split. Some supported the Donnellys, but many wanted them gone. Their stagecoach business sparked violent rivalries. Barns mysteriously burned to the ground. Horses were poisoned. Neighbours whispered the Donnellys' name every time something went wrong. The press called them the Black Donnellys. They were painted as outlaws. A family cursed with violence. On February 4th, 1880, everything came to a head. A mob of 30 men calling themselves the Vigilance Committee marched to the Donnelly farmhouse before dawn. Inside were James and Johanna, their son Tom, young niece Bridget, and a farmhand named Johnny O'Connor. The mob stormed the house. James and Johanna were beaten with clubs. Tom fought back but was overwhelmed. Bridget, only 12 years old, was killed too. Their bodies were dragged together with the farmhand, Johnny O'Connor, hiding under a bed. He later escaped and told the story that same night. Another group killed William Donnelly at his home. By morning, 5 members of the family were dead. Their homestead was nothing but ashes. Everyone in Lucan knew who had taken part in the massacre, but no one was ever convicted. 2 trials were held. Witnesses were threatened. Juries refused to convict their neighbours. The killers walked free as if the entire town had agreed to bury the truth. The Black Donnellys massacre is one of Canada's darkest true crime stories. Not ghosts, not myths, but neighbours, friends, and townsfolk who turned murderers, and perhaps the most terrifying part: justice never came. If you found this story chilling, subscribe for more true crime and history, and tell me in the comments, were the Donnellys villains or victims of mob justice? Until next time, stay curious, but don't die.